Well, I guess I spoke too soon again.
Well, you must be talking about your favorite player, Caleb.
Yeah, I mean, I said it's phenomenal, blah blah blah. I mean, he didn't play so bad, but I'm just hoping that it's getting the losses out of the way so we
Yeah.
can win on Saturday.
Yeah, no, don't worry. You got one more coming Saturday night.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know you don't. So, like I told you earlier, the one thing that seems to improve your odds on Saturday night is the wind. Because the Bears, in my opinion, do have a better running game than the Packers. And the Packers
Yep.
like to throw the ball a little bit more, especially as we talked about, a little bit deeper in most cases. And the wind's going to be a factor. But the one thing that stands out to me, which I just can't get over, is how the home team in that element is an underdog. That right there should tell you something about what Vegas thinks of your team and the money. So just go
I don't know
ahead
if it's
and
the history that they have the last 5 years. I mean, our record with them is horrible.
well, I understand. And it's, I'm just telling you, and then, your boy Jordan Love, he's not concerned because he's made for these kind of games.
Okay,
Because
so
he's
I
and I'm just
agree. I
go
agree
ahead.
with Jordan Love. The
Yeah, I'm
the
sure you
pro
do.
the thing with Jordan Love is he kills our secondary, man. So, with the wind, I'm hoping that it is like 30-mile-an-hour winds, 40 mile with the gusts and all that, because after what, 10, 12 yards, the ball moves. So, I'm hoping that it is crazy like that because if it's gonna be a running game, yeah, we've got that. We've got that game.
I'm glad this is recorded. It's on record. You're one and done. End of story. That's my opinion. I'm telling you, but my gut feeling is not only does the line and the odds makers feel the same way that I do, your team's done. Your team
The
is not
the odds makers are wanting more money, so they're gonna make you bet.
wanting more money. All the money's going on the Packers. They're trying to
Yeah,
get people to
it's
bet the
it's
other
it's a s
side.
it's a setup because the Bears are gonna win. Plain and simple.
Of course they are. You got a freaking Bears jersey on. I wouldn't expect anything else to come out of your mouth. You wanted to hang Caleb by his nuts several weeks ago. Then all of a sudden he was your hero, and now again he's a zero. And then
Now he is.
after this weekend, you'll be wanting him to be traded, and your fans will probably be calling for your coach's head job, like they did in Las Vegas, and they did in Miami, and they did
Man,
in Cleveland, and they did in Atlanta, and you guys are you're
Baltimore.
hey, you know what's funny? I told you this the other day. I've seen more Bear fans in the last 20, 25 years. The one thing you need, can I get this message out to you, Bear fans? If you're going to walk around, you know, promoting the Bears, can you please pull the price tags off your jerseys? 99% of y'all just went out and bought those and forgot to remove the tag. I was saying two the other day, the tag's still hanging on the under the arm. Hey, those things, they're just clip that little zip tie thingy there and pull those tags off, you bandwagon fans.
So
That's all.
for those fans that you're seeing that, they probably didn't forget to pull the tags off. They're probably seeing if they lose on Saturday so they can
They
return
return
it.
them. Yeah, that too. And the other ones, yeah, I had to be kind to one guy, and his wife kind of got upset because I went over and dusted the cobwebs off the back of his jersey for him because it's been hanging in the closet so long because he hadn't had a moment of celebration to wear it until this year. So I understand. I get it. I get it. Just like Kansas City. I never saw so many Kansas City fans till they started winning. So many bandwagon fans out there. People like me, 99.9% of us, we've been sucking wind for the last 30 years and we still wear our shit. So
No, not true
you're gonna
too.
come out and I don't see nobody wearing them. Yeah, you know why you don't see them? Let me tell you why. I'm gonna give you an example. This is my theory.
Let me
You
hear it.
don't pay attention to it because people wear them so often you just get used to seeing them. You don't notice them anymore. I'll give you an example. You go buy a car. This happens to me all the time. I buy a car, a particular car. Well, as I'm driving, I go, damn, there's an Audi. I had an Audi. There's an Audi. Wow, there's an Audi. Wow, never noticed so many damn Audis. I got rid of that Audi, got a Mercedes or got a Hyundai. Not a Hyundai. Wow, look at all the fucking Hyundais. Never noticed Hyundais. You know why? Because they were always there, but you're so used, you never got used to seeing them till you got one. Same thing with Cowboy fans in their attire. You don't notice it because people wear them every day, all day long, everywhere, every city, every country, because it's not just America's team, it's the world team. So
I
I,
see it. I see it every year, preseason, and all the way up until week 3, and then they're out. Now, 2 years ago when they were winning, I saw it throughout the whole season, and then once they lost to Green Bay,
okay,
that was it. They hung them
how
up.
about me? How about me? Yeah,
You're
yeah,
different. You're like
yeah.
me.
Well,
I
I
wear it in the
disagree.
5 and 12
And that's
record.
just
I still wear it, but I
I
will
look
agree.
here. You see that? That's my cross. What's in the middle? That's because it's God's team. That's right.
Why won't he
So
let them win
I am
then?
not going to offend the Lord. I'm not going to offend the Lord by not repping his team. All right. Just get over it. So, anyway, enough of that bullshit. But
We've got some really good games this weekend.
you got some what?
Really good games this weekend.
Yeah, we do. You know, I was sitting there reading too. I was going through here, like just NFL news and the latest domino to fall head coach for Miami, Mike McDaniel, out. I'm reading where Travis Kelsey's mulling possible retirement. Buccaneers fired Josh Grizzard, their offense coordinator, and their special teams coach.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jerry fires your favorite head coach of all time, uh, our defensive
Kansas
coordinator.
City
Couldn't have been soon enough.
fired their wide receiver coach.
Oh, Tampa, Detroit fires their offensive coordinator.
Wow.
I mean, dominoes are falling. Dominoes are
Yeah.
falling. You go to college, ranks Ty Simpson from Alabama announces he's intent to enter the draft in 2026. That might be interesting. Wonder who
Yeah.
the top 3 or 4 teams. I wonder who's going to get him. And if you look at it, Raiders possibly they don't really have a quarterback. Geno Smith. Is it possible they take him? Who in the top 3 or 4 or 5 teams you think will draft this kid? And will he
I
have the
think
success in the big leagues that he had?
yeah, I think Raiders are going quarterback.
They might. But do you think he would be it? Who do you think the number one quarterback first pick will be? I don't know. I don't know all of them. I haven't been following it that much. I'm not
It's
going to
usually
lie.
the Heisman goes
Anyway,
first.
yeah.
What is it?
But
Mendoza?
I was
Mendoza?
just reading some of this stuff, trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
Uh huh. Yep. Yep. Was it from Indiana?
Yeah. That's what I that's
Is that
I mean,
is
if
that
I
who
was
that
the
was?
Raiders, that's who
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Yeah. I'm speaking of Raiders. Is it possible John Harbaugh ends up over there?
Man,
He's a good coach, man. I can't believe Baltimore fired him.
yeah.
I'm just stunned that they fired. He's a good coach, and I know they had a rough season.
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for the miss, well, they're in the playoffs. They win their division.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Does he
that's
still lose his
crazy.
job?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, is it possible that he saves his job by winning that game? Does he lose his job if he loses in the first round of the playoffs? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a great one, you know. And I'll tell you another one I'm stunned with, and a lot of people don't agree with this is the Pete Carroll. You know, I was talking to Mario, big Raiders fan, and this guy, even in Seattle, his first season went 7-9. Fortunately, the division was so bad, 7-9 made the playoffs. But point being is, it's his first year,
Yeah.
and I think the problem, and we discussed this, him and I, Mario and I, this morning today, was the fact that 2 of his sons, I believe, were on the staff, and didn't make him hold them accountable, and maybe that was the downfall for him. Maybe the ownership, you know, didn't like it. Maybe they wanted those guys. I don't know the ins and outs of their assistant coaches and coordinators, what the positions were they held, but maybe that was a factor in it. But I find it hard to believe you're going to take a Super Bowl winning coach or championship coach like Pete Carroll and turn him loose after one season. You know, you figure you might give him 2 opportunities, at least 2 years, and even hell, even 1.5 years. If you didn't see some change midseason next year, can his ass. But to do it now, and unless they already have a game plan of who they want to bring in, there's no guarantee that you're going to do better than you did this year.
Yep.
And you're going to have to start over, and the chemistry and the culture, camaraderie, and all that's got to be rebuilt, and the different coaching staff and the players got to readjust again. You're basically putting. And I told Mario, I think this is a setback for them for a good 2 or 3 years, in my opinion.
Yep.
But I think you should have gave Pete Carroll a chance. That's just me. Again, I'm a Seattle. I was, what I like Seattle. I think he did a great job when he was there. I think that was a raw deal too. Maybe his time was done, and who knows? But I think Mario. Don't think he'll get picked up anywhere. I think he'll coach again.
See,
So,
I think I might be with
but
Mario.
John Harbaugh,
I the thing is, his age. Do you think the talent, the young guys coming up, do you think that they give that respect anymore to those old school coaches? I like old school coaches, but I don't know. I think that they see these younger up and coming coaches, Sean McVay, Ben Johnson, the way they interact with their team. It's like they become not friends, but it almost looks like, like I'm comfortable with this coach. I respect him because he respects me. We can talk. He's closer to my age. He understands my feelings. I mean, it could be something like that. So I don't know, man. With Pete Carroll at 73 years old, I mean, does he have another chance in the NFL? I don't know. But as John
I don't
Harbaugh,
know.
I wouldn't go to the Raiders. John Harbaugh's been coaching what,
No, maybe not.
18 years?
Yeah, maybe he goes to Tennessee. Tennessee needs a head coach. Who
I
knows?
wouldn't even go to Tennessee. The only reason why is because I think John Harbaugh would want to go to a team that wants to, like, that's gonna win, not wants to, that's gonna win. Like, I'm set up to
Well,
win,
and I
not
agree.
not go
But
7-10.
you got teams like Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Falcons might be a play. Cleveland. Cleveland could possibly be a spot for him. He can
I
go in
think
there and
Cleveland
turn
still
that
has
team
to.
around. I did see where they
I don't know, man.
what?
I think Cleveland still needs a QB that I
Well,
I
they
don't know.
announced.
Is Shador it? I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, they announced it that right now Shador Sanders will be their starting quarterback in 2026.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they did announce it, and you know what? That's why they drafted him. So why would you go out looking for another QB when you haven't even give this kid a chance yet?
Because it's the
So
Cleveland Browns. That's why.
true. Yep. Management has a lot to do with it. Look at the Cowboys.
Yeah,
Management has a lot to do with it. Well, enough of that. I know that the dominoes are falling, and they're not done yet. I don't know if there's any
right.
teams in the playoffs that would still consider making changes if they get one and done, or if they don't go all the way. But it is a possibility.
Let me ask you this: Buffalo loses, is the coach gone?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Can you do any better? You're in the playoffs again. I mean, I would say no, because are you're making it to the dance. So can another coach get you further in the dance when you're getting there? Honestly, I believe Buffalo, and my prediction has been Seattle and Denver in the Super Bowl. If I have to go out on the a little further out on the branch, I would not be surprised to see Buffalo make it this year. I really wouldn't. The only problem with Buffalo is Josh Allen has been doing everything, and they can't. That's just not sustainable. So if Buffalo, I think they'll get past Jacksonville. Um, I do believe that, but I believe, and I believe if we look at the game against Kansas City, I believe it was a year or two ago, and you saw Josh Allen sitting on the bench after he led his team down there to take the lead, and then they lose that game. I think this is potentially possible. If my other predictions fall to the wayside, I truly believe Buffalo has a shot also.
So I'm gonna tell you
This year.
this: Buffalo loses, coach is gone. John Harbaugh will be the coach.
All right. Well, you can put that out
Because I'll
there.
tell you why. There's no Kansas City to worry about, and there's no Baltimore to worry about.
And there's no Cincinnati. Yeah, there's a
So
that's another thing too. There's a lot
Kansas
of
City always rocked Buffalo,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Always, or if it wasn't Buffalo, if it wasn't Kansas City, it was Baltimore. They're not
yeah.
there. If they lose to the Jags, coach is gone. 7 years in a row, I think they've gone to the playoffs and nothing, no Super Bowl. I'm telling you, with John Harbaugh out there now, has a Super Bowl, has got a great winning record. He's gone, Harbaugh's in. And
There's
Harbaugh would probably take that because he's coaching Josh Allen. I
So
do it.
let me ask this. So do you feel that way if they beat Jacksonville and then they lose in the second round?
I do. I
So you're
think
saying it's
it's
all or none,
you have to go Super Bowl, you're done. Yep.
sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
All right, well, then
Because
it's out.
it's another year. And this is the easiest for them. Now they've got New England they got to deal with if they have to get to the Super Bowl. That's what I think. They got Denver, but they've always had issues with Kansas City and Baltimore, and they're like, these guys are out, they're not here, and we now have a great chance to get to the Super Bowl. They don't make it, he's done. Telling you. My
Well,
prediction right here. You heard it.
all right. Well, yeah, I take your prediction. You can put it right next to mine that I think the Eagles and the Bears are one and done. Just put that out there. All right, let's go with our picks.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you ready? I'm going to start.
You got it.
All right, San Francisco and the one and done Philadelphia Eagles. I like San Francisco plus 5.5. I also like that game to go over 44. So I'm taking San Francisco. I'm buying it up. I'm going to get it to even number. So if it's 5.5, I'm going to 6. And if I'm looking at it right now, yes, it's 5.5. So I'm going to go and get San Francisco plus 6 is my pick and over 44 for that game. Jacksonville. I'm taking Buffalo minus 2 and under 53. I don't think there'll be a lot of points scored in that game. That's a push right there. I'm kind of iffy on that. I just think Buffalo can score. I think they'll shut Trevor Lawrence down. I don't know, but I just don't think Trevor Lawrence is all that. So Buffalo minus 2 under 53. The Texans at the Steelers. This is a tough one because I think CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers has got track record of making magical moments happen, and he's also had some folly clips that he can put out there. But with that said, I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home. I'm stunned that the Steelers are getting points at home. Again, with the elements and everything, they're getting 3 points. So I'm going to take Pittsburgh at home plus 3. I'm also, and I don't know the actual weather, but I like the total to go over 39. So I'm gonna lay a bet on that as well. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh plus 3 and over 39 in that game. Green Bay at Chicago. You already know how I feel about this one. I'm taking the Packers. I'm laying the 1 point, and I'm gonna go over in that game. I'm gonna go over 45, even with the wind and all the elements. I'm gonna take that game to go over 45. That one there, I put a asterisk next to. It's going to be a very small bet. The only reason I'm doing this because I want to parlay that. So I'm going to take Green Bay, lay the point, and go over 45. The Rams, Carolina. I told you this earlier. I think Bryce Young is the worst quarterback in this weekend's games. I just don't see him being able. The line was 10. It's now 10.5. I think the play, and I told you this earlier, I think what I'm going to do on this game is I'm going to take the Rams on the money line, and then I'm going to take Carolina plus 11, and I'm going to take over 46. Now, you can't parlay all that together because it won't let you do a money line, the opposing team, and the total. So it's going to be separate bets. But to get you again, I'm going to take the Rams at the money line, and I'm going to make a bet on Carolina plus 11, and I'm going to take that game over 46. Chargers, New England. Um, uh, New England to me is just an outstanding team. They're playing pretty good football in all phases. I like New England. I'm going to lay the points. So again, I'm going to go, and I was just double checking the line on that one is still 3.5. So I'm going to take New England. I'm going to lay it. Obviously, guys, I'll tell you this: you should know I don't buy hooks. I don't play hooks. I buy them down. I'm taking New England They're minus 3.5. I'm going to buy it down to 3 against the Chargers, and I'm going to bet that game over 46. So I'm going to give you a real quick rundown. San Francisco plus 6 over 44 against the Eagles. Buffalo minus 2 under 53 against Jacksonville. Houston, Pittsburgh plus 3 over 39. Green Bay at Chicago. Green Bay minus 1 over 45. Asterisk next to that over because of the weather. Rams money line over 46. Also Carolina plus 11. People are going, well, why would you do that? Because I think the Rams are going to win it. Carolina has the potential to cover. So if it lands anywhere between 1 and 11, I'm either going to win or push. So, and the Chargers at New England minus 3.5. I'm going to buy it to 3, and I'm going to bet that game over 46. That's all my picks for this weekend. My intention is the rest of the playoffs, I'm going to bet every single game. I'm going to put a pick out there for every single game. I'm probably going to put a total out there for every single game. Not guaranteed, but that's my.
Me and you got three picks that are the same.
Yeah, you took Green Bay. You took Green Bay. Who else?
Yeah. I didn't pick a winner. I don't want to be the jinx guy, So I did the over under on that one. But I'm gonna start off with the Bears. So with the Bears and Packers, I'm going under 45 on that. With the win, if that's gonna be an issue, but I think when it comes to the playoffs, I think they're gonna try to run more. They're gonna try to control the clock. Both teams are gonna try to control the clock, just waste as much time so they can win at the end. So second one is Rams at Carolina. I'm taking the Carolina plus 11. They played earlier this year. It was a close game. I think Carolina even they won by 3. So even if they score a lot of points, which I don't think Rams will because of Carolina's defense, Carolina will score some points. I don't think they're going to get shut out. So I'm taking Carolina plus 11. Next is the 49ers Eagles. I am taking the 49ers plus 6 on that. I just feel that 49ers is a way better team than the Eagles, offense and defense. Chargers at New England. I took the New England minus 3. New England's going to go far. So sorry, Mr. Harbaugh, but next year, buddy. Next is the Texans at Steelers. Again, I'm taking Pittsburgh plus 3. Like you said, Aaron Rodgers finds a way. DK Metcalf is back. I think that they will win this one out. I don't think they need any points, but that's how I feel. And the last one is the one and done Buffalo Bills firing their coach. I'm taking Jacksonville plus 1.5.
You're not buying it to 2?
Nope. I think Jacksonville wins it outright, to be honest with you.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I originally, I don't know if you could see this. Let me see. Is it blurry?
A little bit. Nope. Yep.
Tell me. Anyway, right there.
Yeah.
Second one. You see how I scratched that out?
Yeah.
That was my pick, Jacksonville plus 2, and I switched it.
Yeah. I really do think it. I something with the people can throw all over Buffalo lately.
I agree, but I just think Trevor Lawrence he just won't handle it.
Trevor Lawrence has Washington as a wide receiver. I can't remember his first name, but good God, that guy is thrown to everywhere. He catches, he runs, he's quick. He's a huge playmaker, and
yeah
I mean, I don't know. Something about it, just like I got this thing that just says it's Jacksonville, man, and see a coach, and welcome John Harbaugh to the Buffalo Bills coming soon.
I don't think that's why I changed it. I thought about it. I just don't I don't think they can keep up score wise with the power of the Buffalo Bills offense.
Which Buffalo Bills are showing up?
These are the championship games, so we're going to find out. But if you, here's an example: Jacksonville, Buffalo, top shot. Who's got more experience? Who would you honestly want to put your money on? Obviously, you're taking Jacksonville, but I'm just sitting back and thinking, you have to make a decision, sink or swim. Who's got more experience? Who's got the potential possibly to win this game? Who has the edge in experience and all that? Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. So, when it comes to quarterback, 100%.
Even coaching,
I take my
coaching,
money on Josh Allen. But
even coaching,
when it comes to the teams,
even
eh,
defense.
no, I don't know. I say Jacksonville.
Well, you already made it. You put it out there, and I'm not trying to get you to
Yeah.
change your mind. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
I won't change my mind.
I'm telling you why I changed my mind. Because I originally was going to take Jacksonville +2, and then I just started thinking about it, and I'm going, it's just tough. I mean, until Mike Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas,
Yeah.
every fight you would have bet on him.
Yeah.
Every single fight you would have bet on him. And Buffalo, my luck with Buffalo this year, hell, I kicked them to the curb for a while because if I bet on them, they lost. If I
And
bet
that's
against
what
them, they won.
and that's why I took the bet because you bet on them.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it because you were that same way with Atlanta. You know,
Yeah.
so we each have an Achilles heel. Um, so, but again, I don't know. We're going to find out. But I do agree with you that these are some good games this weekend. It's a great weekend for the NFL. A lot of moving parts, a lot of things happening in the league. Dominoes
Yep.
are falling, and these teams, you could be right. Buffalo falls wayside. It could be bye bye, coach.
Yeah.
But I guess we're going to find out. I'm just depressed that the Packers Bears game is so, I got to wait till Saturday night to watch Green Bay beat them. I'm just so disappointed in that. Well, why couldn't it be like at, 8 o'clock in the morning and then by
Hey,
8 o'clock I could be celebrating?
just keep your phone off when the Bears win.
Okay. Well, you might want to do the same thing, buddy, if it goes the other way around. Matter of fact, you might want to just move out of town for a week. I might hire an airplane to fly over your house.
I'm already looking for home. So
I might have him fly over Green Bay banner right over your home.
wow, you
So
would do something like that too.
yes, and you know what? It's from some of the winnings. Speaking of winnings, what was our record for NFL regular season?
90. What was it?
96,
96 and
96,
64.
and I'm pretty sure it was like 90.
90, 96, 64, and 5.
Yeah. So that's a pretty damn strong season for regular
That's
season
a great strong second half that we had.
because we struggled there for a while.
We were below 500 at one time.
Yeah. So what a bounce back. And I think this is going to be a good weekend. All I see is, let me see. I'm going to predict you are going to go
6-0.
1, 2, 3. I'm predicting you're going 3,
3-3.
3 and 3. That's my prediction for you. You might go 4 and 2. And
I'm gonna
then
go 5-1.
me personally, I think I'm going to go 4 and 2 at the worst case. Worst case. But overall, my confidence level is put all your money on Green Bay.
Wow. Wow. I
Well,
should have put all my money 2 years ago when they played Dallas.
yeah, well, you should have because that was your Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
And I just, and our buddy Nick, you know, Eagles, one and done, buddy. One and done.
Yep. One and done.
They don't even, they're only in the playoffs because we didn't have a defense.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's it.
That's it.
Let me rephrase that. They won the division because we didn't have a defense. They probably still would have made the playoffs. Washington had a chance. I don't know. I know they lost Jaden Daniels, but they started off like gangbusters.
They did.
Even with their backup quarterback, he played decent.
Yeah.
But they just fell by the wayside. And I'm going to tell you, that's a prediction of mine. If Quinn has another season or two like this, I think he's gone.
I think if Quinn has another season next year,
Yeah.
if he is, let's say for example, he's 3-5 after 8 weeks, I think they can him.
They might, because I'm telling you, the guy blew it with Atlanta. Obviously everybody knows about the Super Bowl, down 24, 27 points, whatever it was, 28 points, whatever it was, and lost that game. And he's a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't seem to have what it takes as a head coach.
Yeah.
And again, could have just been some bad luck that went his way this year. That's what I'm saying. He deserves another year. And if he doesn't do anything next year, I'm with you. If he has a terrible start, he could be gone. And if he doesn't finish strong, he could be gone. And
Yep.
but if he does have a winning season, obviously, I think he retains his job.
His defensive coordinator, they fired him.
Yeah, they sure did.
You knew that was coming. Once he took over calling defense, you know that guy's gone.
And speaking of that, I mean, uh, Washington fired Cliff Kingsbury, offense
Yeah.
coordinator, Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Uh, and uh, you know, 2, 3 years ago, he was the hot commodity for head coaching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His name was all over the radar to be a head coach, offense coordinator here, whatever. And he's moved around. What, he's been three jobs, I think, in 3 years. I don't know exactly, but I know he hasn't landed anywhere on a permanent basis of more than a year or two.
Yeah.
He's just been
That's the
he's been a
crazy.
disappointment, just to put it bluntly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wish you luck. I do wish your
Thanks, you
team luck
too.
because I know it's your team and you want to see them win it.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not a Packers fan. I'm not betting against them because I like the Packers. I'm not saying that they're going to lose because I like the Packers. I just truly believe the Packers were the better team. Should have won the division, in my opinion. I put it out there in the beginning. And, you know, we can go back and look at all 17 games. I know. Yeah. I know. Hey, listen, what I would suggest you do with that when the game's over and they lose, you can take it. I had this done with my first ex, her wedding dress. You can take it to the dry cleaners and they can seal it up for you real good for next year so the moths don't eat it up in the closet.
I'll still wear it. I still wear it.
Hey, I know exactly what you mean, buddy.
Yep.
Anyway, best of luck to you.
Best of luck, everybody.
I think what we'll do is we'll get back on here earlier next week. Maybe we'll do something on Monday or Tuesday
Yep.
next week. Try to get out in front of this a little easier. Then we'll have more topics. Obviously, I'll give you some morning time. If they lose Saturday night, I'll give you a few extra days to get over it.
I'll need a full week.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. All right. Well, best of luck to everybody. Bet smart. But if you followed us, like I said, throughout the whole season, you won money.
And jot your picks, man. Tell us your picks.
Yeah. If you don't agree with us, which I'm sure some of you don't do it because of the fact that you're just a fan like KJ. Do it
That's why
because
I didn't bet the winner. I bet the under.
there you go. So
I don't want to bet with the heart.
Exactly. So, and he don't want to bet against his team either. So I understand. So yeah, if you got them, share them with us. So other than that, peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.
Good luck.
You too.